Hey, 2000s kids. Yeah, you. Be honest, you didn't want Steve in Smash because he's a well-known video game icon who deserves his spot in the biggest gaming crossover of all time. No, you just wanted him in because you listened to the Minecraft soundtrack on repeat every night, feeling nostalgic for the times when you were a kid and the world wasn't shit. Well, I'm here to tell you that Steve is in the game now, and the world is even shittier. Welcome to an ultimate guide to Steve.
Mob so icy, wonder why they kill me.
So if you've never heard of Minecraft before, I'm gonna have to ask how the fuck a caveman like you even managed to log onto the internet, let alone find this channel. Having just founded Mojang in 2009, Swedish game designers Marcus Notch Pearson and Jens Jeb Bergensten created and released the first full version of their Java computer video game Minecraft. The game depicted a world entirely made of blocks, where the player would have to mine and craft in order to survive. Apparently this was right up the internet's alley, especially YouTube's. Minecraft skits, parody songs, let's plays, mod showcases, animations, live streams, borderline pornos. You name it, there's definitely a Minecraft video out there for it. It attracted so much publicity over the years that it eventually became the best-selling video game of all time, garnering its own merch, spin-off games, and even a fucking convention to boot. Jesus Christ. Indeed, it's practically impossible going anywhere nowadays without seeing this dude's rather pixelated and menacing face plastered on something. Meet Steve, the ever-talkative and expressive protagonist of Minecraft. These are his friends, well, friend and two enemies, respectively, Alex, Zombie, and Enderman. These characters' entire moveset is centered around the two main concepts of Minecraft. Can you guess what they are? Are they A, redstone and combat, B, mining and crafting, or C, fuck you, it's B? And it's these two main concepts that can be found all in this one singular move, Neutral Special. By pressing B, Steve will mine the ground beneath him. Depending on the material of the surface he's standing over, Steve will use one of three tools to mine important items and resources that can be used later for other moves, upgrading your gear, and placing blocks. Speaking of placing blocks, Steve is the first Smash Bros. Fighter to have an aerial neutral special different from his grounded neutral special. By jumping and pressing B, Steve places blocks under him. Before you ask the obvious questions, no matter how much you want to, you can't stop an opponent from grabbing ledge by merely covering it with blocks. No, Daddy Sakurai is simply too damn smart and sexy for that. As an official consolation from the developers, however, you can build a penis on the stage, so go forth, flex on your opponent by flaunting your manhood during battle to show them just how much of a mature and formidable adversary you are. Next up, we have Side Special, Minecart, or as I like to call it, Satan's Hearse, because while you're gonna love using it, your opponent is gonna hate it when you do. By pressing side B, Steve places a minecart and goes skirt. At first sight, this may not seem to be that annoying of a move, but trust me when I say that this thing is the spawn of the devil. You see, when a minecart is launched at an opponent, it not only traps them but continues to roll. This is essentially a death sentence for anyone who's at a high percent and doesn't have a top tier recovery.
And he pulled my ass from the ground level almost down to head in like a split second with the cart. It fell so fast down, like zoom, into the fucking ditch.
You can also send an opponent into an open TNT pressure plate with it, which brings us to Steve's down special. By pressing down B, Steve places TNT. You can drag the analog stick back, and Steve will place redstone across the stage, ending with a pressure plate. Once activated, the pressure plate will ignite the TNT. Now, your main purpose with the TNT isn't to catch the opponent in some big explosion that sends them flying off the stage. Instead, you want to place TNT down when you're running out of iron. What? That doesn't make any sense? All pro Minecraft players know that the single most important ingredient in crafting TNT blocks is iron. Since the Smash developers wanted to be faithful to the source material, they made it so that if you mine TNT blocks, you get tons of iron. So if you are ever in desperate need of iron, throw down that TNT block and start thrusting your pick forward aggressively, because trust me, you'll need iron. For what? Well, I'm glad you asked. Press down A midair, and Steve pushes a ginormous anvil out of his ass. Being an incredibly heavy turd, the anvil deals a shitload of damage. Steve also uses an anvil with his down throw, so have iron at the ready. Beyond these moves, there isn't too much to note. For down tilt, Steve channels his inner nest and commits arson. Most of the other moves make use of his tools, which, by the way, can break if you don't upgrade your tool set, so make sure you mine for materials. These aren't the most powerful moves, but they can be used to rack up damage. Nothing can compare, however, to the most broken move in the game. A move so broken it can shred the fabric of space and time. And that move is down taunt. Yup, that's right. Most broken move in the game. It was so broken that they had to remove taunts entirely for online in preparation for Steve. If you're ever losing a game, simply down taunt and the opponent's character will SD, giving you the victory. In short, Steve is an eco-terrorist. He uses the environment around him to hurt other people in fun and creative ways. Steve is a ruthless, sadistic, sociopathic animal slaughterer who will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Use him well, and you will be an unstoppable force of sheer intellect and strength.
I take a look at my enormous penis.
Mining away. I don't know what to mine, I'll mine this anyway. In this Minecraft day, so beautiful.